Hey everybody, thought I'd do a really quick update on what's going on here. We just sent out our support letters for this next coming year. Can't believe it's already been a year that we've been out here in Arizona. So you can be expecting that in the mail if you haven't already got that. If perchance you didn't receive a letter in the mail and you'd like to, just shoot me a text or email. Cell phone number is 765-606-0120, and my email is philipopry@nlcc.org. It might be that I don't have your address or don't have a current address for you. So if you don't get one and you'd like to get one, just let me know and we can get one out to you. So yeah, so doing that, looking forward to just this next year coming up, all the things that God's going to be doing in our lives. Not really sure what's going to happen, but if this first year is any sort of clue, then it's going to be pretty awesome and pretty stressful and just a great learning experience. So really, really, really looking forward to that. Coming up here in like a week, gosh, May's almost over. Holy crap! So coming up in like a week, we leave for junior high camp. Um, it's gonna be fun. A week up in Prescott, Arizona, up in the mountains, with a bunch of junior hires. I think we have about 24 total people going. So it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be fun. Really looking forward to it. Can't wait to see what God's gonna do in these kids' lives. I know last year I didn't get to go to junior high camp. We came as soon as everyone got back, but last year you could just tell the kids had been changed and were just wanting um, to further God's kingdom. So that's really awesome. And then in mid-July, we're doing houseboat camp. What that is, I'm not really sure yet. What we're doing is we've rented two houseboats up in Lake Mojave. Don't know what direction it's in. I think it's north, but regardless, it's still in the desert. But we're renting two houseboats. We're gonna go out on this big lake and then have camp on houseboats. The kids will sleep up on the roofs over the night, and it'll be pretty warm, so they won't freeze or anything. And then during the day, we'll hopefully have like jet skis and like inner tubes and stuff like that for the kids to play in the lake. We'll hang out, do all that sort of stuff, and then we'll pull our boats up to like a beach on an island, and have our worship services on the boats. The kids will be on the beach. We'll have the band set up. We'll treat one of the boats as a stage, have the band set up on the stage, and then we have this big inflatable projector screen that will shoot videos and lyrics and all that stuff up on the screen. I'm kind of nervous because what this means is we're going to be running cables through the water. I mean, it's safe. We'll get brand new cables, everything. There won't be shorts or anything like that. But I'm still running electricity through water, and I will have sound equipment and lights and all that stuff, projector around a lake. Not super excited about that. Gonna be nervous. It's gonna be a very stressful week, but I think it's gonna be really good. Um, Kids seem super excited about it. We're all super excited about it. Brian knows a church that this is what they do every summer for camp, and it's awesome for them. We were gonna do it with them, but unfortunately, that's the week that Brian's gonna be in Honduras on a missions trip with our church. So we have to move our date, but it's gonna be really good. And yeah, super excited about it. Also, something that happened today, which is really cool, which is really the reason I decided to make this little video real quick, was Alyssa was scheduled to usher in our main service tonight, and so I went along with her. We always go on Saturday night services, but today neither of us were really feeling it. she didn't really want to go. The only reason she was going is because she was ushering. Um, I didn't really want to go. I just wanted to stay home and watch TV. But we went. Um, and so it was kind of interesting. We got there early, a little earlier than we normally would, and she got set up to do ushering and all that stuff. She was handing out bulletins and all that good stuff. And so I was just standing around talking to a couple of guys I know. And our executive pastor walks up, and we're talking to him and everything. And suddenly this guy in blue scrubs comes out of the bathroom and walks up and introduces himself. And starts to talk to her executive pastor and everything, and telling a little bit about himself and everything, whatever. And he goes in, sits down. I waited a little bit longer. This was probably like 5-10 minutes before the service actually started. And so eventually I walk in and I see that he's sitting in the back row. So like, hey, you know what? Alyssa's going to be ushering. She can't sit with me. I don't really see anybody else I know. I'll sit next to this guy, talk to him a little bit, kind of trying to make him feel a little welcome. But anyway, I sit next to him, we talk a little bit, and it's really cool. So his name's Michael, and 36 years old, never been to church before. He's just started looking at churches, had been to a couple of churches in the area, trying to find one that's a fit for him. But like, he was talking to me. Apparently, he used to live in Memphis, Tennessee, everything. He moved out here to help his sister out because her husband had been deployed to Afghanistan and everything. And so one thing led to another. His brother-in-law came home, and so he decided to stay here and everything, and just to see if he could make a life of it out here. So I was talking to him and everything, trying to make him feel as welcome as I could. When we did the greeting, everyone went around shaking each other's hands. I introduced him to a couple that Jason and Jen Thorwalt, that they volunteer in our youth group, and so I introduced him. I said, "Hey, this is Michael. It's his first time, everything, whatever." And then he asked me a couple questions about things. I was just talking to him, whatever. And then finally, at the end of the service, he turns to me. He's like, "Yeah, I kind of liked it. I think I'll come back." And so I was like, "Oh, cool." So I took him out to the Connection Hub, introduced him, and then he got connected in, and just felt really good. He was like, "Yeah, I think we're gonna keep trying this out." Apparently, he's got a couple friends back in Tennessee that have been really supporting him. Got him a Bible and everything, study Bible that he can start going through with. He said he read Wild at Heart in like a day and a half. So he's really anxious to learn and is really open to Christianity, which was really cool. And so when I just got finished talking with him and everything, and he went to go to work because he works nights, I was just felt really encouraged. Like I could have stayed home and just not come to church, but instead I went ahead and did something I didn't really want to do, but was faithful to God, and stepped out of my comfort zone, introduced myself to somebody I don't know, and talked to him. And as a result, he's going to come back to church, hopefully. And it just felt really awesome. Like, something I never do. But, yeah. So, I guess God's doing stuff in me when I am being really reluctant and kind of just don't want to do anything. But yeah, so that was really cool. Basically, the reason I wanted to make this, just wanted to tell everybody about that, because I mean, if you really know me, I don't do that ever. I'll like say hi to a new student, but as far as somebody that's 10 years older than me, I'm not really gonna go up and introduce myself and try to make them feel super welcome in a church. Because yeah, it makes me feel really uncomfortable, and since I am awful at small talk, I feel like I make them feel uncomfortable. But the Holy Spirit was doing something, and was using me, so it was pretty cool. So yeah, so everything's going good here. We're moving in less than a month. So yeah, so be praying for us about that. Pretty excited. Yeah, pray for us while we're at camp. We'll be gone at camp May 23rd to June, no, May 29th to June 2nd. And then um, high school camp will be July 18th to the 22nd. So be praying for us about all those things, just that God really moves, which I know He will. So yeah. So until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Wanted to talk about one more thing real quick before I go, just on the topic of support. You probably have gotten the letter in the mail already, and so you've read it and you're considering supporting us. Thank you so, so much. It's such a big deal for us to have your support. You don't understand. Not only is it a blessing to us financially, but it is a big boost to us knowing that this is where God is calling us to be. And so maybe you're like me and you get something in the mail and you have all the best intentions of doing it right away, but then you set it on the kitchen table, walk away, and it doesn't come into your mind for the next week. And so we have a solution for that. If you just go up to the top of our page and there's a button that says Support Phil's Internship. Just click on that and it's a direct link to our PayPal account. And so one click of your mouse and you're done. You don't have to write a check. You don't have to drop it in the mail. It's super simple, super easy, super quick. Just trying to help you out that way. And so, so there's that. Also, if you're thinking about supporting us, I'd really like to encourage you to consider doing monthly support. One-time gifts are huge, and they're super blessings. Also, we want to remind you that this isn't just a one-time done thing. You're part of the mission work that God has called us to do out here in Arizona. Being a monthly supporter is a constant reminder to you that you are partnering with us in this work, and that it's not just you in some faraway place, but it's you doing the work God is calling you to do with us here in Arizona. And so just something to think about. Also, it's a super huge blessing for us. If you think about it, a person that gives $100 as a one-time gift is awesome, but they could also do $10 a month, and that's $120. And so that might not seem like a huge upgrade to most people, but that can add up, and that can be the difference between us making our goal and us not. And so just consider it, something to think about, and also a plus to that is it's not such a huge burden on you immediately. If you think about, oh man, I can't give, I don't have the money. Well, $5 a month, no big deal. Spend that at Taco Bell when you go, but it's huge for us. And so, if you just think about it like that, it doesn't seem as such a huge financial burden on you, but it's such a huge blessing for us. So consider supporting us monthly. We would be so grateful. And so with all of that, I ask that you just prayerfully consider supporting us. I know that it's not for everyone. God is probably calling you to support something else. And I encourage you to do that. There's a lot of good works out there that need your support. And so if you can't do it, you can't do it. But if you can, I'd ask that you help us out, because we want to be here, and we think that your support and your blessings are the way that we can do that. And so just want to thank you for that. About supporting us. Thank you so, so much. It's huge for our monthly support. Not our monthly support, our support. So, where we could have a person, um, that's not a good way to go. A trip to Taco Bell every month would add I'm really hoping. I hate this part. 95% of our support last year was one-time gifts. Oh my gosh, Margot, are you kidding me? That was perfect.